Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Here's a give to Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And the timing just a hair off.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
The give on the counter. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. And a run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Might as well stick with him. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Tight end getting vertical. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Then when I blitz as a defense, I want to get home. I got to get to that quarterback, get him on the ground, not hit him as he's throwing it and he gets it off. Right here, just a split second too late. Didn't get to the quarterback in enough time. The quarterback did a good job assessing it and making a play down the field.
Handoff for Frazier. Hard running there. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
On first down, Nate Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Georgia sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Jones wants to throw it. Fires left. A strike downfield. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The run inside. It's Pryor. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. This dude is just, and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Montgomery. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida,
makes a grab and room to run. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Jones to throw. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give on the counter. There's a crease. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead as we get a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Handoff for Ball. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, get penetration. Those big boys beating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They are in serious need of putting together a scoring drive. There he goes! He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Comes the offense back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for once.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Georgia! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. Breaks into the open. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Here's a give the ball. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Hand off, Jaden running left. Could be an alley. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. He now has 111 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Bulldog.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a crease. It's Pryor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Gators will punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Stockton. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Dogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the back. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 14 team, the Missouri Tigers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sending the offense back to work. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on the play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ball. And the defense drags him down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for gains.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Jones to throw. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
And guys, they got the completion, but nothing productive to show for it. 3rd and long coming up. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They get to him as he throws. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. So offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Here's a give to Frazier.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. It's those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. They'll give to Frazier. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it, it's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Running inside, it's Frazier. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Frazier again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get sets?
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It is good! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Using his legs, it's Pryor. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position, they located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback keeper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Handoff for Frazier. Past the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Frazier again. Runs through a tackle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. and fires it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's a give to Frazier. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. You just hope this isn't serious. He's run himself right into the Heisman Trophy race at this point in the season. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Jones wants to throw it. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
These are the places of defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air, starting to feel a little pressure. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The screen, he's got wheels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Near the sideline, it's Wilson. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Ball again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they will score! Touchdown, Gators!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. At the 35, he's open. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with a target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop. And still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this